Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry, and as we get into tonight's review, I wanted to start off by looking at the daily chart of SPX, which shows us printing into new lifetime highs for the index. So I approach this with two views, one of which that says this is a trend and a strong trend at that, and then the other that says you are a little bit extended from the 21 EMA, so you could retrace at any time. But let's just say for the sake of today's discussion that the SPX can hold 53.50 as you get into Monday's open. Well, if you get a little bit above that 50 and start acting like you want to head into 5400, it will be primarily because Nvidia is able to hold a bid. So going out here at 1208 today, got it pretty close to the 1200, and I am of the opinion that the stock wanted to test 1300. So after the split, that is going to be 130. Now, this is going to be one of the more volatile, and of course one of the spots where I could wake up and be totally wrong on Monday. So again, don't force this idea. But if you get into Monday, and then Friday and Thursday's low is still intact, and the stock is holding up, well then I think it's going to be good for another new lifetime high, and you get something that's a little bit more exaggerated before the top is finally in. Now, if that idea does work, then AMD is going to be a good companion stock to look at with it. AMD's got a very unique pattern here, where we have stayed right below this anchored VWAP. You've seen a lot of selling at that point, and then the bids have come from the rising 21 EMA. So as those two continue to compress price, you get this low compression squeeze that shows up, and the signal that I believe you really want to look at comes in off of the 195-minute chart, right? So this just takes an even division of the daily bar and breaks it into two even pieces, and I think that's just a great way of looking at that session. But that's the signal that I'm looking to play. It did turn down a little bit today, so again, coming into Monday a little cautious, but if there is still more upside to be had, those are two names that I have setups for you in. And then lastly, we're going to look at Tesla. So looking at that concept of the anchored VWAP and the 21 EMA, you can see how price continues to chop in between the two of them. So we've got the Elon's vote is coming up again on the 13th. So I think you're going to stay in between those two levels until that comes out. And then on Friday, we should get a pretty strong directional move off of the squeeze. I am trying to look at this with bullish favor, but I know enough to look at it as being very binary, which is to say it could be totally wrong. But those are three that I'm really going to be keeping in focus next week, and I wanted to give you my view of them into the weekend. So I hope you find it helpful. Have a great couple of days away from the markets. I hope to see you again on Monday.
Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.